Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 Mythbusters. And today's the day we're gonna bust so many myths, it's not even funny. All of the myths in today's episode were submitted by you guys in the comments of the previous episode. And that's why I think so many of them are fake. I've got a sneaking suspicion people are just starting to write things that they think sound funny in the comments and hope that I test them. So I think today we're gonna be busting.
What did he say?
A lot of myths. A lot of myths. If you have any fun Forza Horizon 5 myths that you'd like me to test, let me know in the comments section down below. Myth number 1 for today. The McLaren Senna has front active aero. I showed it off in a previous Mythbusters episode, but the Toyota Supra actually has front active aero, but at the time, I didn't know of any other cars that had it. So look at these. Oh, wait, the little orange thing in there is 2 pieces? I can't see them in the camera. They probably open up at like 60? I don't see any movement down there. Are we already getting a bus? Is anything different? Whoa, wait, it does work. It opens. Dude, you can't even see that. Hold on, I can go in Forza Vista and show this off properly. I didn't know that. Wait, they both move. Yo, I had no idea that was a thing. Fair play. This is what I love about Forza Horizon. Wait, they had this in FH4? You're telling me I played through the entirety of Forza Horizon 4 and I never noticed this? There's not a goddamn chance. Someone says, bro, imagine being the developer or coder who created this for your work to go unnoticed for 5 years. Dude, it's more than that. This came out in 2018. There's no goddamn way. Holy shit. Are they open? 7 years and no one knew that was a thing. That is absolutely confirmed. Let's just move on to the next one, I guess. Since it's nighttime, I guess I should do some Forza Vista stuff. The 2015 Ferrari 488 has luggage in the trunk. Why would the developers go to the length of modeling up luggage? Open up the front trunk. Holy shit, there's Ferrari luggage. It's a branded Ferrari luggage set. Don't say, please check it in FH3. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. I just feel bad for the developers at this point. They go to the effort of putting in all this cool detail, and then one random guy on YouTube 10 years later goes, hey, Nick, did you know about this? And then somebody finally acknowledges your work, and you go, I did that. Maybe it was the same guy who did the vents on the Senna. As it turns out, that is also myth confirmed once again. As we're still waiting for the sun to come up, let's go back to the festival and do 2 more myths. The Gordon Murray deep dish wheel customization options are so deep dish, they clip into the brake. I guess in theory, this has to do with like wheel offset and stuff. I've never looked into it myself, but I guess we'll give it a go. The offset on the stock wheels is really like in the body, so it means the brakes are really far sticking out. I guess that's how this works. I assume it's gonna be in... Oh wait, some of these move the brake. If I go here, look, let me zoom all the way. Myth confirmed. Wait, but dude, the brakes are moving. I'm gonna use a picture of the lovely new AR12 stickers and I'm gonna put it right on the brake caliper. I'll cover up myself. Does the brake caliper move? Whoa! Dude, that's not how wheels work. Oh my God, look how sticky out that one is. Wait, that one's so sticky outy it goes through the wheels. In real life, that's not how it works. Why does it work like that in the game? Yeah, look, it actually, it affects quite a few of the wheels. Oh, dude, that one's really bad. Once again, that is absolutely myth confirmed. And we also discovered something. Dude. We have one more myth to test in the festival. The Renault 14 Export. Is that what it is even called? Oh, it's the Renault 4-liter. You can tell I don't drive this car. The Renault 4-liter with the body kit has a broken wheel size option that doesn't actually change the wheel size. Or the tire size. Since when is there a Renault wide body in the game? Dude, this is what I love about this series. We just figure out weird stuff. The myth is a couple of these wheel options, like the tire width options, don't work and don't do it. Wait, the suspension. Wait, the suspension disappeared. Kaput? No, monsieur. Our tires are currently 135. That works. That works. Works. Oh. Wait, it does. Wait, look at the last option. 175, 175, 175. I love how they're different prices as well. Not gonna lie, this is already more myths confirmed than I was expecting we would be getting today. On the topic of things being too big, the dinosaur costume for your character is so large, certain cars, the dinosaur costume will actually stick out the roof and is visible from the outside. This has got to be the dinosaur, right? This is the dinosaur outfit. It's called the dinosaur one. Anyways, the guy did say it works specifically on the Ford GT Mark II. Never mind, chat. As it turns out, that's another myth confirmed. I've now got active aero on my Ford GT Mark II. Wow, Le Mans would have been really different if they had active aero like this. On the topic of size, myth, Nick is 5'4", also confirmed. Somebody said, hi Nick, I have a myth for you to test. If you take any front wheel drive car and go to the upgrade section and click on rims and accelerate the car, it'll activate launch control. While still accelerating, the car will deactivate the launch control and start driving on its own. How the hell do you guys figure this out? Chat says sounds complicated enough to be true. I have to go to the rims section and rev it. Oh my God, it does engage launch control. And then I exit the rims menu while still accelerating. It will deactivate launch control. It'll start driving by itself. Well, that's not true. The guy explicitly said it works best with the Toronado. I've got my 1,700 horsepower. Rev it. That's so weird that it engages launch control because in any other section, it just redlines you. And then press B. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let me try a festival before we claim this one is also busted. Like, wait, now it's red line. Now it's launch control again. I am not lifting off the gas. This is 100% gas. I am not changing anything. That's so weird. Some guy said, hi, Nick. I'm the one that sent you this myth. I can prove it. It's true. I can record a video. So he goes, puts the big engine on. Stock tire size. What? Why does mine put the brakes on? That's so weird. So it is confirmed. I got a really weird one on the list. In the Porsche Macan Rally Raid car, the brake disc in the back right move. What does that mean? Wait, there's no way it spins with the wheel. The brake on cars do not spin, contrary to Fast and Furious. You see what I mean? The brakes do not spin with the wheel. Apparently the back one does. I think that's fake news. Try reversing? No? I think that's busted. The Porsche Rally Raid truck is not broken. I told you we'd be busting today, chat. Don't clip that. I'm already telling you this next one is also busted. If you adjust the rear spoiler on the Buick Regal GNX, it actually moves. This is without a doubt fake news. We will put the adjustable arrow on. I fully told you this is busted, chat. I'm gonna screenshot this right there. Hold on. Actually, let me get the angle of the wing better. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that right there. Now we change it again. There's no shot that move. There's no shot that move. Okay, let's see. Any difference? That is what I like to call fake news. That is without a doubt busted. I told you people were just submitting things that they thought sounded funny to this series now. I've got a bit of a fun one. You guys know how at the start of challenges and stuff, you sometimes see myself and the AR12 boys doing silly things. For example, if you drive over to here and you crash into the wall there and you open up here and you click reset car position, you'll spawn up here. As it turns out, there's a myth in Forza Horizon 5 that this also works out at the stadium. And you can actually drive along the top of the stadium seat. If you drive any car into free roam under the tunnel going into the stadium and stop, reset your car position, you will spawn above. Ah! Wait, I'm in a private area. Wait, dude, that's not the seat. What? What if I do it again? Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Hold on. Drive further back this time, then I won't spawn so close. Okay, now we're in the secret room. Dude, that's crazy. Wait, we're not even... Wait, I'm in a wall. Ah! That was just rude. That's gonna be a tough one to explain to the insurance company. Chat says you hit a what? Hold on, let's see if I can get in that secret room. Look, I'm in the secret room. Oh! I fell. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing. If you go into that little secret room, you can definitely take some pretty cool photos of your car. Just, okay. It's a little strange for sure. Definitely. Anyways, that's absolutely myth confirmed. The C Zinger and the McLaren Senna use the exact same audio file. I believe both of these cars in real life have V8s. Dude, it's pretty similar, huh? Hold on, Geet, I think you're right. Is the C Zinger the same, but with a camshaft on it to extend the red line out? Very, very similar. It's almost like they took the sound of the Senna and then just pitched it slightly differently, extended the red line to match the C Zinger. I don't think they recorded a C Zinger to get the actual sound. I think it's the same sound file, though. 2 Senna myths in one video. I have one more we need to test. At the Buenas Vistas house, right before you drive on the driveway, there's a crack and you can see into the void. See, you would think I would have seen this before because this is my house in the game. Every time I start FH5, this is where I am. There's a crack in the driveway. Oh, dude, the texture does get a little glitchy, huh? Crack before? Oh, is it on this side? Oh, the textures don't line up. You can actually see straight through. Dude, how do people know these things? There's a crack the size of a quarter and the people still notice it. I guess at this point, I shouldn't be surprised that you guys are able to find the most minute of minute details. That's also myth confirmed. Also, why has my car been like flashbang?